we can go ahead and start rolling again. We got one more lap with you here, David. So let's upshift to third gear, right around 14 miles an hour. We can get to third. And we can start rolling into it. Fourth gear. Brake right at that brake cone. Wait for your turning cone to match up with your bumper. A little progressive on the brakes, also turning a little bit early. Notice you got to the curbing, but it was about 10 feet too soon. So that means you more than likely turned in from that turning cone 10 feet too soon. That's alright, we're going to work on it. It's all about dialing in that peripheral vision. Down to third gear now. I'm looking up through the hill. I'm going to plan that upshift to fourth gear right before the crest. Good. Powering up. And dragging the brakes, all that black strip. Keep your driver's side tires only in it. Alright, not quite getting on the curbing. That's right. Try and dial you in. And fourth gear, down the back. Smooth rotation over. And heavier on the brakes into 7, down to third gear. Alright, good work there, David. We're going to gather up on the right, start our cool down. Alright, stay behind me here, David. Alright, let's go ahead and start rolling. On back out to the left here, David, and Mike and Doug, go ahead and come in behind. So Mike and Doug behind David's gray car here. We're going to start our cool down. So Mike, come on up behind the dark gray car. Don't change the order.
We just did. Shit. I just changed
the
order.
That's fine. We'll touch it nice and tight. We're going to start our cool down lap. So I'm going to talk about a few things. So very crucial, just listen to the radio, listen to how I'm saying stuff, how we're approaching the corners. Obviously, it's kind of a crucial thing. So radio communication is one of the only ways we can kind of try to reciprocate what we're referring to. So turning in early, that's turning physically too soon from that turning cone. You got to turn right where it matches up with the front end of our car, that front bumper. That's the idea. If we start straying away from it, or turning in too quickly with our hands, or way too soon on the approach to that turning cone, we have a hard time getting to where we need to on that corner. So we end up missing the apex. So on your warm-up and your cool-down laps, really try and practice. Really try and find those curbings on this warm-up lap and practice that driving line. You should be able to get to every single apex curbing right where we need you to on your warm-up and cool-down lap. Because if you can't do it at 25 miles an hour, how can we expect you to do it at 110? So that's the thing. You got to really try and self-teach yourself with, did I get to that apex? Did I get to where I needed to? So when we're telling you you're 4 or 5 feet off of the curbings, that's because you are. So right here, you have a great black strip. It lines you up right for the apexes. You don't really have to do too much there other than get it slowed down enough to make it through. So sometimes it just takes you turning the steering wheel just a little bit more just to get to that key mark. So all in all, it's pretty good work, gentlemen. Pretty good for the speeds we were getting. Weren't going too crazy. Just make sure, don't forget to breathe. You're already right now feeling your arms are hurting, your shoulders are hurting. It's likely that you're just over tensing on the wheel. So remember to relax those hands, relax those shoulders, don't forget to breathe. You can adjust that climate control and all that as well. As we come around turn number 7, let's get that left-hand turn signal on. We're going to be heading back to the building here. And our next activity is going to be a performance data recorder class. hopefully you all had fun in that figure eight. Apologize for all the radio chatter that might be coming in, having to keep pausing what I'm saying for it. So not only do we have the people up on the hill that were watching you, not only are we watching you in our cars in front of you, you also have people all around the track watching at all given points. So if you think you're going to slide through, turning in early on some of the corners when you're way in the back, we see it all. So the biggest thing I can recommend is, since I came from the experience of never being on a track before I came here, the only thing I have experience with is autocross, drag racing, and drifting. They don't have apexes and turning cones similar to this. Autocross somewhat does, but not in the track essence. Is the only way to really start to understand and feel more confident in the car is to just follow the flow. Try and really get on those curvings and just look at the path of the least resistance, like Richie was saying in that lead follow class, or that corner 101 class. If you look at the corner approaching and you just think about, okay, what's the smoothest way through, while still being able to get to this apex cone, this tall orange with the green sleeve. If you look at it and just try and follow it, that's really going to make it feel the most comfortable in the car. It's not about going fast. We don't care about that. I'd rather have somebody that's precise than somebody that's not getting to any of their apexes, but they're fast. Because the person that's not getting to all their apexes is the first person that's going to go off. So, that being said, we'll get pulled in here. You can leave your PDR system recording. You can leave your car running. I'm going to let them cool down a little bit. You can also roll down those windows. You can hop on out, head on into the building there. Quick water, restroom break, anything like that.
Yeah, sorry about that. I thought you told me to come up, and then you went like, I love you, like, no, what? I'm saying, Mike, come up. Gotcha.